All right, guys. Let's see here. I don't know if the microphone is too loud or not. One sec. Quick recording test. Quick recording test. Oh boy. Well, if it is too loud, let me know. I could actually already turn it down just a tad bit here. I just did a ridiculously large update and it finished like 1 or 2 minutes ago. That was insane. I'm not the one to do a Windows update right before a stream, but my OBS stopped working. The Logitech hammer stopped working. I was like, what is going on here? So I just did a little bit of a leap of faith, uninstalled some drivers, did a pretty big Windows update, which took 20 minutes, and I think we're good to go. So that's why I didn't do any trading here in the last 30, 40 minutes or so, because that's when I started working on this whole thing, and then the update was like 20 minutes long. All right. That was a heck... I'm having really like a full-on Monday. I recorded a whole video for you guys this morning about some swing trades, and the whole video I was going to edit it, and then everything was laggy and didn't work, and I was like, what is going on here? So yeah, if you're having one of those days, you're not alone, because I'm definitely having one of those days. Just like a giant reset over here, but not really for the better, I think. So yeah, I traded AIM and EYEG today. Both of these I'm up slightly. Didn't get the full trading I wanted in. EYEG. Oh, I also got 4 screens right now set up, so I got a lot going on here. It's exciting. EYEG is popping up here again. This ticker's looking really good. 4 million float with a catalyst. Acquisition of a different pharma company, US biotech. Really nice. Look at this volume here coming in. Let's watch EYEG really quickly. I think we got some good upside here. Ideally till 8 and then maybe a break of 8. That was my original goal, and we went to 780. I really like this action here. I would have loved to be able to trade some of it. Right now, we could be getting close to the backside of a move, so we want to keep that in mind. Got to be a little bit careful there. I had my second laptop next to me, my old one, ready to go. I really didn't think we'd be streaming for a second for like the first time, or like at least streaming on this laptop. Hectic stuff. Nice little volume breakout there. Remember, guys, all trades are, you guys can see my whole watch list in that first pinned comment below the video. EYEG. Kind of a bit more sell on that candle than one would like, but I think the good part about it is the fact that it also was a new high on that candle, EYEG, not of day, but since the breakout, so that's good. All right, good morning all. Good morning, Joe. Look at you. Aren't you supposed to be at work or something? Whew, man, what a morning. I'm just gonna take a second to amen, Tyler. Just to get my bearings back together here after that update. So EYEG is our lead gapper at the moment. It's December 21st. It's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. 05, so 9:05. So we got time here. We got another 25 minutes here before the market opens. Again, EYEG is our lead gapper right now. USA Biotech, 4 million float. Has this kind of catalyst where they are acquiring another company. That's always... It's not always my favorite catalyst, but it gets the stock moving. And then, you know, you kind of trade the price action after that. But sometimes it's a little bit harder to figure out how good it is, right? If it's like, for example, a catalyst FDA approval, boom, big drug. How relevant is the drug? Is it for a smaller audience or is it for a larger audience? You can kind of get a feel for it. But with mergers, it's always kind of one of those questions, especially biotech mergers. I find those are extra tricky. At least it's a relevant biotech in their space. Paul calling out GEVO, big pop. Oh yeah, nice one there. Whew, look at that quick pullback there, 5%. No possibility of an accumulation. SPY is down quite a bit, huh? 1.4% almost. This is going to be an interesting day. If you go to our swing trade account, we're actually green on this account. MBAC, we recently added this one. It's another EV SPAC. I'll talk about this one later on today. And I wouldn't mind going long another ticker that we talked about, MCAC. I think you guys are going to get a kick out of this one. So far, we haven't really been able to buy it yet. We have a limit order here at 27. I'm going to go ahead and move this up to 30. Doesn't really make too much of a difference. So I'm going to go back to here. And being called out, AIM with a 40 million float, 80 million market cap, US biotech. We were looking at this one pre-market as well. It is nicely breaking back above VWAP. This is actually a pretty healthy trend here. This ticker was trending below VWAP for quite some time, but it never pulled back that aggressively. Holding its highs okay. 220 to around 230, 240 is huge support. You can see we've held this area very well. I would like to see this thing rip above 2.5. Then we're going to be really in game, and then we could probably see this run to around 275 or 3. It seems like the quarter zones are pretty important with AIM, so keep an eye out for that. Those kind of 275, 3, 225 is quite important, so all those kind of ranges. Really, really important there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any more pre-market trading after my little disaster. 2.5, the high on GEVO. GEVO at the moment is up pre-market. Not too much. We're close somewhere here, about 10%. That's why it's not popping up on my scanner. $280 market cap, definitely in the higher range. 105 float, also really high float there. Finviz isn't pulling up any news on the day. $239 shares of Linear Lake at Preston SD has met initial. So it looks like their catalyst is they're looking to that it has optioned the right to purchase approximately 239 acres of land near Lake Preston SD. Is SD South Dakota? I don't really see this popping much more today, unless there's something I'm significantly missing. Shares move higher on that. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say I'm crazy about it. Renee, in the video description, we got a list of brokers that are popular here in the trading community. But in a nutshell, TD Ameritrade is a popular one. Webull is probably my second favorite pick. I don't have an account at Fidelity, or I don't actively use it. I do have an account now, but I don't actively use it, so I couldn't comment on it. But I do hear good things about Fidelity. A few people use Robinhood as well, but I think if you're doing options, Robinhood is quite nice, but I think otherwise I'm not a big fan of it. I find it quite hard to day trade on Robinhood. I'm watching EYEG on my top chart. That's my favorite ticker so far, and still that's really the one we're looking at here. I'm kind of going through the list, seeing if anything else is going to be popping up. AIM having issues breaking back above VWAP. That's the only issue at the moment. I like the 5-minute setup here, though. 5-minute looks really good. Big support at 2.4. Volume has faded drastically, so it looks like people aren't super stoked about selling shares in these prices. If anything, they're just trying to accumulate. 242 has big buyers there just waiting to be bought into. Maybe it's going to crack for a little bit, come back up. We want to remember this area because AIM, if it holds this area well and starts trending higher, especially pre-market above 2.5, we might see a quick retest here back to 2.4, 2.35, 2.33 or something like that, where we've had multiple tests pre-market. So this could be a good place to do a little bit of dip buying into a red to green or something like that. The best thing you could do with platforms is, open an account at 3. Ultimately, at one point, you're going to need all 3 probably anyway. And then just try them out. Give each one like a week, or try to use them simultaneously, even though that's a little bit more tricky, and then see which one you like. I mean, everyone's going to kind of naturally lean in one direction based on what feels more comfortable to them. There's the move on AIM that we were looking for. Let's see if it rips through 2.5. How's everyone's Monday going? Is it going as hectic as mine? Oh man. Should be borderline illegal to have these kind of Mondays. EYEG guys popping up here again. We got another 15 minutes before the market opens, so we have time. Nice little volume there. This could rip. Watching this one. 40 holding this area well. Oh, look at that. Just try to buy. Rips up again. Selling support at 70. Got an entry at 70. This is a new high, guys. This is a break of new high. Let's See if we can get some support here. Another entry on support. Things are moving a little slow right now, much. Missed that entry a few times. See if we can get a little bit of continuation here. Just hit that 87 high. I was waiting ideally for a pop into the 8s. Full size. Nice healthy pullback, big volume breakout, big resistance at 8. Wondering if we're gonna get one more attempt to move higher here. Yeah, unfortunately it's not holding as well as I would have liked, or not going as quick as I would have liked on a pullback like this. Yeah, I'm still selling off here. 7.5. Quick move there. I like to see that. "12 seconds into the minute. $9.18. It's giving back here. Not as strong as I was hoping for. Let's see here. Got another 30 seconds. I tried the first half of the minute to pull back. Didn't work too much, so that's making me a little bit hopeful here. It's got a lot of resistance now to break through. A lot of people that might be cutting their losses. New minute about to start. Yeah, dipping here. There's a bit of support that came in, luckily enough. Question is, can we get above the 8? That's the big question. 5 minute has a nice big volume there. SPY down about 1%. Try to get back above the 69. Just gonna give it a few more attempts here. There's a few attempts. New minute starting now. Let's see what we get out of this minute. 65, a little bit of support there. All right, I'm going to close out on this one. I'm not going to lie, I lost a little bit of faith in that move. I would have liked to see a quick continuation. And like, I don't like trading close to the market open. Every time I do it, something usually bad happens. I just kind of close this one. Is what it is. It's a scratch. I was hoping for a little bit quicker continuation, but we didn't really get that. So we closed at 73. Right now the price is at 76. Wonder if it's going to have a little bit more continuation. Let's go through the checklist here, guys, together. Let's quickly go through some of our favorite stuff. So EYEG, is this a ticker under 50 million, ideally under 10 million? Yes, it has a 4 million float, has a catalyst, 2 checks right there, has strong spike history. Oh yeah, we've seen this ticker many times in the past. This is no new ticker for us. Good daily room to run. I would argue yes, as long as it breaks back, breaks this $8, we could run probably to 9 fairly quickly. I think there's good upside here. I like that the 180-day moving average is below. So this is clearly an uptrend here with pretty decent relative volume. If you go to the 4 hour, you can really see that big spike in volume there. So everything so far looking good. The fast rate of change, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's like super explosive, but it's nice. We'll deal with it. Between $2 and $7, it's pretty much there. So pretty much all checks here. Holding the highs above VWAP pretty well. Yes, 25 max percent pulling back from pre-market highs. To be honest, let's see here. I'm not totally sure. I think so. Yeah, about 22% or so. So that's a check. Ideally up over 40% pre-market check. It's quite overtraded pre-market, so there's not a check there. But this is, guys, this is 100% the most obvious lead gapper, right? Always ask yourself, what's the most obvious lead gapper? What is the stock that everyone who's trading gappers is probably looking at? And that's, I would probably argue without a doubt, EYEG. So that's why I'm excited about this one. Looks like it ran all the way to 7.8, so I could have probably been a little bit more patient, maybe took profits at like 7.7, but to me, this was a failed move. I was looking for a pullback and a continuation from here. So my whole trading thesis was pretty much gone after the first 2-3 ticks, and that's why I closed this position. Now it's really struggling here. Up 177 so far pre-market, nothing too crazy, especially because we're trading with a little bit bigger size. That last trade was about 6.5 thousand, give or take. So yeah. Yeah, Renee, I personally like TD Ameritrade, but like we were saying before, try a few different things, and you'll eventually find something that speaks to you. So CCRC is kind of crawling here, but I really don't like the overall volume we're seeing on this ticker, so it's probably not something I'm going to acknowledge too much. Sometimes tickers really start opening up once the bell rings. So maybe that's going to be a case with CCRC, China Customer Relations Center. We'll see. These Chinese tickers, they like to rip. You guys are talking airlines. Let me just do something dirty right now. Let's see. Jets pulled back a little bit. Did Jets finally do the pullback I've been waiting for at 20? Oh, yes, they did. Probably pulling back here because of the new coronavirus mutation that I'm sure you guys probably heard about in the news already. Oh, wow. Congressional leaders reached $900 billion. That's a huge deal. $32 years later, that's crazy. So here, UK virus variant spreads. Ooh. I already looked a lot into the UK virus. I'm actually kind of curious about this volcano over here. That is intense. And if you guys aren't aware, happy winter solstice 2020, guys. Today's the shortest daylight of the year. December 21st. It's a little. EYEG popping up again. Yeah, so here it is. Global stocks, oil drop on fresh COVID travel restrictions. There it is. Apple temporarily closed all its retail stores in California and some in the UK due to public health crisis. Lockheed Martin is buying U.S. rocket engine manufacturer Aerojet, $4.4 billion. Mr. Beast launched a burger store app. Who would have thought? That's so random. AHT, we have a video of that in the video description below. Check the FAQs. Wait, what was that last one? Fluggäste. Mehrere Passagiere in Großbritannien tested for that's not good. Flight from the UK, a bunch of people tested positive for coronavirus. The rates aren't getting any better. Actually, what's that last page here? Martin Shkreli back in the news. He was the one famous for making that drug like 7,000% more expensive or something like that. All right, well, we got another 2 minutes here until the market opens. Still, like before, EYEG is our lead gapper here. Still struggling to break really that 7-8 zone. It's getting dark in this room. Can you guys feel the transition on the screen? EYEG selling off. Let's go ahead and make it our time of force day. Don't forget, guys, be very careful trading at 9:28 to 9:30. That is the NASDAQ cross, and orders don't go through all the time, especially market orders, till the open. Got another minute till the market opens. I'm going to be watching EYEG out of the gates for sure. And we'll just kind of be pumping around from there on out. Got a pretty significant high here at 7.8. Yeah, David. Just wait. It's going to get darker by the second. Today's the shortest day of the year, or the darkest day of the year, right? Shortest light time of the year. Winter solstice. So it is what it is. All right, guys. I got around 500 shares ready to go on EYEG. This is our lead gapper on the day. Good luck, everyone. Calm and collected. No need to rush into anything. EYEG is quite over extended pre-market in my eyes, so bing. That's our favorite noise. This thing's cracking. Is it going to crack that critical $8 zone? That's the big question here. Boom, right away, 818, beautiful. 6% move right out of the gates. Buying on the pullback could be an option, but I wouldn't do it because I don't like buying those quick open moves. Yeah, there we go. Quick sell off there. No surprise. I'm still waiting for this to get a better price. Between maybe around 6% red to green could be kind of interesting. We got VWAP at around 730. That's about a 6% dip from the open. New minute starting here. Maybe we can get an entry. It's a little hard to say. No, it doesn't look like it's going to try to dip much more. First, I was kind of interested in possible VWAP bounce, but oh, it's selling off again here. $730 is that critical support zone. The big question is, can we hold that? Nice little bounce there, 3%. EYEG is the lead gapper at the moment. Now be careful on this ticker. Be really weary. There's the break. Boom, running right to 715. 714, 13, 12 we even hit. Not sure if it's going to break 7. I feel like that would be a big move, but I'm not buying yet. This is a very overextended ticker. It's a really nice ticker, but in my eyes it's a little bit overextended. PIC, similar situation. Wow, HERD. This is the company that Lockheed Martin just bought. Might be a little bit of arbitrage going on here with ARGD. Who's thinking that EYEG is going to break 7? That's the question at this point. Today's a really uninteresting gap day so far. AIM finding a little bit of support here as well after about a 7.5% dip. Big support here at 220. This could be a nice little retest here, but it's just the potential profit is just almost not even worth the risk. AYEG trying to break that 7. Hit 7.7 or so. EYEG definitely has a lot of scalping potential. I think EYEG is going to give us a little bit of a VWAP 90 May retest here pretty soon. I think that was just it, honestly. I was kind of hoping that we would get a crack of 7 and the volume faded. I didn't really feel comfortable buying this one yet because it seemed like there was more downside potential. Here we go. Again, has that potential to accumulate here, but I would be going very scalpy, I think, if I traded this one because I wouldn't be holding very long. I wouldn't be looking for a 90 May breakout. Could happen. Just don't think I would personally would be able to justify that kind of risk. We're about a minute now into that first new 1 minute. Here we go. This could be that move. Let's see if we can get a small size on this one. Look for that retest. Yeah. AYEG, oh, sorry, it wasn't even my main screen. AYEG, this was exactly the move I was looking for. I was looking to accumulate around the 7 and then sell on the 9 EMA pop like we just had. My problem with this one is I was getting a little bit conservative. I was waiting for a crack of 7 and then ideally accumulating if the momentum was light. This would have been my trade. That could have been a 4% return. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. So hopefully some of you guys nailed that one. See that selling pressure coming in there? See how it wasn't really able to hold the highs well? That's what I was nervous about. And that's why if I traded that one, that's why I said it would be a scalpy trade. I wouldn't be looking for a full continuation past the 9 EMA. So that trade would have actually worked perfectly. Selling off here. This is the ideal move I was waiting for this whole time, but now it's a whole different move because we've already had that bounce. David's calling out FEYE. Let's see what he's up to. Oh, yeah. FireEye Inc. I'm not sure about it. 6%. It's not a fast mover, unfortunately. Yeah, $4.5 billion company. It's not really something I would be day trading. Oh, man, guys. Today is a really slow day, huh? Wow. Any day the market is moving around 1% in either direction, it tends not to be the best day trading for small caps. So no major surprise, I would argue. Probably a lot of people focused on their swing trade positions. Bitcoin's going up. That one's been really strong. IRA's bouncing pretty nicely. Let's see if we can check out MCAC. Let's see where that one's at. Oh, that's unfortunate. We just missed our entry here. I'm going to go ahead and move this one up. I don't mind buying anything really below 10.5. So at this point, I'm just trying to get a good entry. But we just broke a pretty significant area, so I want to kind of keep that in mind. EYEG's fighting here, huh? That's right, Mark. Since I have the second screen right now, or the fourth screen set up, it's pure trade journal over here on the right side. So it's pushing a lot of light on me, so it's probably not gonna look as dark today. Yep, Ramoli, I see it. CCRC halted going up. CCRC was, I actually didn't put it in my, oh yeah, I did, never mind. Chinese 12 million float. China Customer Relations Center announces financial results for the first half of 2020. So they're up on quarterly results. That's always a good catalyst. This is the one that we were looking at that just wasn't moving that much. But hey, that's always a good catalyst. Maybe you can run at least to 8 or so. Bigger resistance at around 859. Hold to going up, so that's technically a good sign. JMIA. Nice move there. JC, you pitched JMIA, right? I gotta say, really good move. To me, it felt a little bit, high at these current prices because this thing pulls back so aggressively. So I just didn't really feel comfortable buying this one, but I did like it. And like I said in the video when we reviewed JMIA, sorry about that, I think I would buy it, but I would, if I was going to really hold on to this one, I'm looking to hold it for a year or two. I feel like in that time there might be a better entry. So, nice, Dennis. I like it though. EYEG is approaching a possible double top here. I really like what I'm seeing. I was expecting 7 to crack at one point, and you know, we tried. Now it's up 10% from there. Watch out. TTCF is that chef, Taktooth chef, yeah. Wow, I got pumped all the way to 24. Last time I looked at that, that's a huge rally. After Meet Kevin talked about it, it pretty much just was only going in one direction. We talked about that as well last week. Possible entry on EYEG. This is a little bit of a pullback here. Kind of nervous that it might flush again. I think we have a little bit more upside potential though before that. Let's see where the support comes in. Oh, I see calling out SNDL. I'm watching EYEG right now though. Still selling off. I think this is a bit of a risky play. I would have liked to get a little bit of a better entry. Nice move there. I probably would have closed out my position already. Yeah, I'm being too conservative with EYEG. I got to get more aggressive on that ticker. SNDL being called out. 4 or 5. Another cannabis ticker. Honestly, swing trading SNDL might not even be the worst way to go. It's not really a ticker I'd be day trading. We got our list of favorite cannabis tickers. Got a video on that if you guys haven't checked it out already. Yeah, EYEG, this is the dip I was exactly worried about. That's what I thought was going to happen. Because that former flush right here, that's why I wasn't getting aggressive on it. There was that opportunity to get aggressive and then sell into that failed breakout. That would have probably... So yeah, kind of been calling out those moves twice now. It's a little unfortunate we couldn't capitalize on them a little bit. This could be the break of 7 we've been waiting for. Man, I'm not getting any setups that like are really making me that exciting. So if there's nothing that's really super enticing with really good risk reward, I oftentimes just don't trade. So that's kind of what so far we're seeing across the board, at least for my style of trading. That's why I'm not jumping in on anything here. AIM just cracked a pretty key spot. Ooh. CCRC is getting a little bit of more momentum here. I like that 12 million float, and it does have a catalyst. These Chinese companies sometimes really shine quite hard. Huge resistance above on this one. WBAI. Oh yeah, it's trying. Crawling up nicely. Thanks for that shout out. This is a good one. I like that it's over the 180-day moving average. Even has a catalyst today. Nice, nice. Let's keep it on our watch list. Very light volume on it so far. That's the only downside, but it's picking up now. It didn't have any pre-market trading, so I don't want to discount that completely. It's a quick mover too. No, there goes my alert that should have went off. UAVS. That ticker doesn't want to stop. It always comes back. Good call on WBAI. Really good little pop here. A lot of slow movement on that ticker. Sorry about that, guys. 9:48. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to quickly get a coffee. Got this new espresso machine. I'll be right back. Oh, dang. Whoa. WBAI, guys, what was that? Blank dang. Looking good. Congrats to anyone that wrote that. That's a pretty nice big old candle. That's a good looking candle. If that candle had a taste, it'd be as good as this cup of coffee. I just bought 5 shares. What did I buy 5 shares of? My God, life. Filled, unlimited account, IRA. I bought, oh yeah, I did, didn't I? I bought 5 shares of MCAC, guys. I now officially own 5 shares of the SPAC that is taking Playboy public. I feel like I accomplished something today. Praise the Lord, baby Jesus. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little excited right now because over the weekend we acquired a coffee espresso machine and I just pressed a few buttons on it and it just makes me so happy. Although this is probably way too much coffee right now. It's pretty much, yeah, it's really strong. Whew. All right, you guys are, oh man, hold on one second. I gotta watch this ticker. We'll talk about it in a second. EYEG, I gotta watch right now, but we'll talk about MCAC in a bit. Look at that little 4% little pop right there. Yeah, constant. Probably. It's going to be a little bit dangerous. Okay, well, the ticker or the move I was looking for might not be coming to fruition. MCAC, right here we go. Let's go pull it up. MCAC. We have a limit order out this one at 1039. Don't place any limit orders above my order until I get filled. That's rule number 1. The community. No, I'm just kidding. You guys can do whatever you want. This company is merging with Playboy to bring them public. Playboy is a private company. I made a whole video about this morning, but my computer had issues with the Windows update, and the whole video I recorded did not, let's just say it wasn't watchable. It was like frame vision, the whole thing. So yeah, I mean, we could talk about it a little bit later. So I have a little bit of a limit order to accumulate this ticker. Unfortunately, I'm not getting these lower prices, so I don't know how much I'm going to have to chase here, but maybe I'll move it to 1040. Oh, that just made me feel so dirty. All right, well, let's see here. WBAI opened up again. Wow, talk about missing a train. Corey saying missing CCRC. What happened in the 2 minutes that I was gone? All right, don't get FOMO, don't get FOMO, don't get FOMO. You don't need it, you don't need it. CCRC. This one's halted. You know what I'm gonna do? I don't really want to take away EYEG off of my main screen though. Darn it. I have 4 screens and I feel like I need another one. My God, 1AP Pro. I think there's a term for that. Sounds like a little bit of swinging for the fences here, but I'm happy you got it back. Yeah, MCAC is the Playboy one. Calm down. There's a pigeon right on my window. I keep looking at it. It's really distracting. CCRC is going to open up at 58. So we got some time here. It's not even 10 a.m. and I feel like the day's over. I don't know why. Probably because it's dark in here. I'm like in a closet. My parents are outside. Okay, I'm going crazy. It's a long weekend. All right, let's be focused here. The SPY is down about 1%. Same with the NASDAQ, Dow Jones 0.5. So it looks like the blue chips are doing a little bit better today. High flyers are pulling back a bit harder. Still no trades for me since the market open. I did my pre-market trading and I wasn't feeling super comfortable in these tickers ever since. My main focus was EYEG, and now it looks like CCRC and WBAI are really the ones picking up the momentum. Based on dollar volume though, EYEG is still tremendously in charge. We got CCRC and WBAI much lower dollar volume. So these could just be one-hit wonders right now. I think CCRC I have a little bit more faith in. Yeah, last time we were looking at WBAI, I also wasn't the biggest fan, but you know it is trading right now, and you got to acknowledge it. Although I got to say, watching CCRC out of the gates is going to be a little bit more interesting for me personally. Yeah, Micah, I totally feel you, man. Whoa, it just got super dark in here. Welcome to the community, Michael. Michael, we're day trading, but if there's no tickers that I like to trade, I don't force any trades. That's as simple as that. There's no need to force any entries. So EYEG was my top focus on the day. CCRC was actually a pre-market really nice one. It was one of the top first ones I added to the watch list this morning. But I'm usually not getting super aggressive on the Chinese ticker, so. I see somebody likes to add a lot of constructive criticism here. CCRC out of the holds actually could have been a good little buy near the 9 EMA. What I like about this one is it finally is over that huge resistance area that we were talking about. So this one is finding that some really, really big new support here around 8.8. Michael's out to get us. We're not selling any courses, Mike. I do have some courses on Skillshare, but again, not really selling anything here. But if you're part of the community, you'd know that. But no point in discussing that, huh? I'm going to go ahead and put you on a little timeout, Michael. Not that I didn't enjoy the conversation, but we got to be focused here on day trading and not having unbeneficial conversations in the community. CCRC. Look at that, 880. Guys, I'm just being a little chicken today, maybe. Maybe that's the problem. There's a lot of temptations. Appreciate it, guys. Yeah, so I'll just keep kind of looking around here. If I find something that looks interesting, obviously you guys will know right away. CCRC, pretty healthy little pullback there. Not a lot of volume on that little bounce back to the upside. So I'm a little bit skeptical if we're going to see a continuation. Maybe we will try, but I'd be a little bit nervous here. Also, after a recent halt and now it's selling, going to the downside, I don't really like buying into potential halts going to the downside, so I didn't end up trading CCRC either. There's a lot of tickers today that we probably could have traded, and maybe I should have as well. Even like the EYEG around $7 that we were following very closely at the market open, but none of them I felt really comfortable. So I'm still kind of sitting here with our pre-market profit, and that's pretty much it at the moment. So I'm going to give it another, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes here, and then we'll talk about something else, swing trades or whatnot. But, you know, I was kind of excited for today. Today's the first day I got my 4 screens set up. So, you know, I felt like, you know, I was ready to go. Boom, CCRC. This is kind of a nasty sell-off there. Kind of what I was worried about. Mark, I did a formations. Yeah, I can't really speak right now. I had a huge Windows update. My computer was pretty much out of order for like 20 minutes as the update was happening. It's constantly restarting. And then I had to reconfigure a few settings. So I think the microphone just went to like max volume. I'm trying to push it a little further away right now before I start messing with settings right now. But yeah, that's why. I'll check ADTX to see it's being called out in the chat room. In terms of swing trading, it might be a possibility. I really don't like swing trading biotechs, therapeutics. I'm not totally sure if it's a biotech, most likely. What I'm thinking though is there's no volume on this one today, so I wouldn't be day trading it anyway. So it does actually have a pretty decent bottom. So as long as there's no more dilution going on with this ticker, which it looks like they're kind of in a competitive space with monitoring COVID services. So they might need to be raising capital here. I don't know. It's not a company for me at the moment. Doesn't mean it's a bad company. Just means it doesn't fit my criterion. CCRC, constantly looking like good trade setups are on the horizon. WBAI could be setting up a perfect pullback. The spread on this one's no joke. Sometimes on a bigger spread, I like to zoom out 2 cents. Jonathan Long, all right. CCRC, big support here at 8. I wonder if it's going to have a nice little bounce. You going to bounce for us? Guys, I really should not take any more sips of this coffee. It's so strong. I got some tea over here. Oh, no, it's empty. Now it's empty. All right. I'm really not a big of these days, a fan of these days where there's no ticker that I'm really watching. XLM. XLM is not popping up here. And I'm just switching between tickers. I really don't like to be switching between tickers. I'm only doing it because I don't like a lot of the stuff I'm watching. because when I'm switching between tickers, I can't focus on one ticker. Sometimes I need to watch like at least 5 minutes just to get in the flow, and then be like, okay, right now there's a shift in momentum, and then I get aggressive. I don't really like switching screens and then buying a random ticker. So I know there's a really good chance I won't do any more day trading today. One more cup? I think, I don't know what would happen. I'd be like one of those cartoon characters that just going from wall to wall. Probably just get a heart attack. Nice. All right, ADTX looks like it's got its fan group. MCAC, we just bought a little bit more MCAC. Does that mean I'm fully long this ticker? Let me see here. All right, we're officially long MCAC, guys. I own $135 of MCAC, a SPAC that is going to be taking Playboy public. Again, I made a video about this morning, but it was not uploaded because I had massive computer issues this morning. So I might refilm it tonight, but I'm not entirely sure yet. This side's dark. I'm long a fairly small position size. What is this? 135 at 1040. What is that? Like a $1.4 thousand maybe, roughly 1.5. Small position size, very small position size. You know, I'm typically between $3,000 and $5,000 position size, so this is like 20% of that. Well, maybe like 30%. So what I'm looking for on MCAC is I'm just kind of looking to ride this one. We've seen so many hot SPACs lately in all sorts of sectors, from cannabis, specifically EVs, batteries. Honestly, the list just goes on forever. Right now, I think this is one of those names that I feel like everybody knows. It's easy to get behind. They're going e-commerce. Okay, that all makes a lot of sense. The company's having a lot of issues internally, but right now they're kind of forming a team to get them into that kind of next phase. I don't really see Playboy going anywhere in terms of disappearing. So I feel like right now we're just kind of accumulating near possible lows. We'll see what happens. I'm totally fine holding MCAC for 1, 2, 3 months. It doesn't bother me. That's why I'm using a small size in my IRA account, and I don't need these funds. So I think it's going to be good fun to kind of watch this one. CCRC, look at this one. Big sell-off here. 7.5 was a good big zone before. I wonder if we're going to see a bit of a bounce here at 7.5. Maybe even if it's a dead cat bounce, might be just enough to squeeze something out of it. Stephen, maybe. I got CCRC on my second screen, so if I go away from this one, just know that I'm still probably watching it. Small bounce there, 2.5%. Could have walked away with a little bit of profit. This is a big sell-off though. 23% already. It's pretty nasty. A lot of tickers being called out. I love it, but I can't get to all of them. I do apologize that. FEYE, FIRE. We looked at this one earlier. I actually can't even really recall what we were looking at it for. Why does Fire Island, it reminds me of that documentary Fire Island. Did you guys watch that disaster? Yeah, Constantine, you're absolutely right with that. I could do that. But that would mean I'm extremely over allocated in a ticker that I don't really necessarily want to be over allocated in. And that means if the company, let's say, disappeared and I do have, I don't know, a bad week, which happens at least once a month, that could put me in under 25K. So it's not something I'd want to do. Sometimes I like to have a good amount of cash in a trading account, even if I'm not using it, just for peace of mind. I think the price of peace of mind is probably undervalued at face value a little bit, but at one point you do realize it's quite substantial. Intrusion, what is this? Cybersecurity, FireEye. Firefest, yeah, something like that. I saw some pretty intense pictures, Han. Super jacked, man. Super. That'd be good fun workout one day in the future. Yeah, Harley, exactly. Pfizer, I love Pfizer. I have a long position on Pfizer in an investment portfolio, therefore I don't day trade it or swing trade it. Moderna, I think Moderna would be a great swing. I would have to look into it. Last time I did proper analysis on Moderna was a month and a half ago, so I can't really comment on that right off at the top of my head. So FEYE, they do cybersecurity, it looks like. This is kind of a fun website. It makes me want to click stuff. Helix, FireEye Technologies. Do you guys hear my laptop? It's about to lift off. It's just about to fly on out of this room. Oh, we all know about this disaster that happened here. Oop. Is there a correlation between FireEye and what happened with the Russian hackers and SolarWinds? Okay, Johnny just answered my question. I don't know if my question came first or your answer, but that was perfect timing. Calm down. Okay, I had a feeling there was probably a correlation there. This is a big move, big breakout. Second day doesn't even have remotely the volume, but it's it's still early. Pre-market wasn't traded that much, that's why. Really solid move on this ticker. This could be one of those swing trades where you just kind of ride the hype, and once you're up 30%, you just take profits. I don't know much about this company, so it's really hard for me to properly comment on it in terms of swing trading. It doesn't look like there's much dilution going on, so that's a good sign. It does seem like we're approaching a pretty pivotal spot. Around 20 was the beginning of that kind of pivotal area, I would probably argue. And then again around 20, 2150 or whatnot. Let's go ahead and identify that $20 zone. Let's go back to the daily chart here on this ticker. So yeah, we're creeping right into that area. It's nice to see that. I think FEYE, especially with all the meteor coverage they're going to be getting. Why did it get dark in here again? By the end of this, I'm just going to be a black hole. FEYE, I think could be a really good acquisition on a bit of, okay, well, look at that. It had that pullback that I was hoping for right pre-market and into the market open. 16% rally from there. Yeah, this is a bit of a problem. When the market's moving this much, SPY almost down 2% now, the day trading opportunities become very slim because people are trading mid caps, large caps, they're managing their positions, managing their swing trades. Eyes are moving away from small caps because in a rough sea, you can't see those little flagpoles popping out of the water. When everything is really, really chill, the oceans are flat, and then you see, boom, exactly where the fish are hitting. And right now, with FEYE and all these other tickers, I mean, it's just a bunch of rough seas. Nice. That's a beautiful 90 EMA perfect. Can we just go ahead and look at that for a second? And just be like, wow, that's a pretty good looking pullback. All right, just filled that up. We're pretty much talking about swing trades. Sorry guys, we're not really day trading anymore. It is what it is. Look at all this stuff. These are traps. All I see right now is traps. Just stuff that you buy false breakouts, you give back profit. Yeah, not liking what I'm seeing. Only Clean Bangers is wondering what accounts I use. I use TD Ameritrade for my Roth IRA and for day trading. And my Roth IRA is primarily used for swing trading. And then all of my investments and all that other stuff is not on TD Ameritrade because then I'll start looking at it too much and then I'll start managing my positions, and I don't want to do that with my investments. PLTR is probably one of the hottest tickers in this community. I don't think there's been a day where it wasn't mentioned in over a month. I don't know. Maybe there was a day or two, but that's like at best. PLTR is definitely struggling here in this area. A lot of sell volume, not really what you want to be seeing. This ticker had a big run. Oh man, only Clean Bangers, just all sorts of stuff. Some dividend stocks like AT&T for God knows why. Everything from them to Levi's jeans to Amazon, Apple, Pfizer that you guys know about. Pretty much any company I don't want to day trade, but that is more or less, they've been around for a while and they're more or less a brand name. Some positions are tiny, like $300. Some are bigger, so it's like just like something I throw money into blindly sometimes, and hopefully in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years it's gonna be a little bit more sustainable. A few different ones actually. Only Clean Bangers, Weeple, Robinhood. I'll probably move some to Fidelity at one point. Who knows? OCGN, that's a bit of an old school one, huh? Let's pull that one up. One last look at FEYE. Yeah, it's hard to say what's going to be happening from here on out. That was a nice move, healthy pullback. This could break past all this resistance. It might also flag out here a little bit longer before, having a final move to the upside. I don't know what's going to happen with FEYE, but right now momentum's here, big volume. It's looking good. It's probably going to continue. So buying anywhere near bigger support, probably around 19, could be a really smart move on FEYE. I don't know. I have a fully allocated swing account, but if I didn't, I'd probably be adding this one. You know what? I'll go ahead and add FEYE to our video comments because I think it's pretty cool. OCGN, let's quickly pop this one up again. This is a ticker we haven't looked at in a little bit. It doesn't show my trades, but I'm pretty sure we've traded this one in one of these accounts, maybe the cash account, I don't know. TD Ameritrade in the middle of the day usually doesn't show trades, but We've traded this one in the past several times. I'm not exactly sure why this one's interesting at the moment. Looks like it's just on a big sell-off. It could easily keep on selling off before it finds support. Who knows if there's going to be an offering or something at one point. I wouldn't be surprised if one day we were trading OCGN again and it was up like 50 or 100%. But who knows how much it's going to sell off before then. So OCGN is not really a ticker that I would be looking for. Yeah, I don't know. I also haven't really looked into the company too much in a long time. So, but just based on, you know, the classic way these small caps move, this one really fits the bill. Oh, Dennis, man, I'm sorry to hear. Robert, I like tickers that are breaking out because I trade momentum. I'm looking for stocks that are moving. A good classic example. Oh man, there's so many examples. I'll throw up DKNG. This is a good example. I hope it shows the trade entries. Probably won't. But so DKNG, guess where we started trading this one? Not in this whole area, formed a nice round bottom, and then eventually we had a big breakout here, and I bought the pullback back to the 9 EMA at around 40. And then within just like a week or two, we were up quite like 40% or so. I sold these guys at 50%, $55 roughly. So boom, that's a classic move. Bought the pullback, sold as we started approaching new resistance, right? That's one of those, that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for momentum trades. What was that airline that we traded? Guess it was probably American Airlines, right? This is another one of those classic examples where American Airline, I don't really remember where this one was. I think it was somewhere here. No. It was here where American Airlines broke out. I think it was this one. And we saw momentum there. We were buying, accumulating on the pullback. This one we actually had a hold through a lot longer, but eventually we were able to walk away green on this one. So it's, you know, that's really what we're looking for. We're looking for those momentum picks, something that's catching the eyes of a lot of people, and it's probably going to have a nice little continuation. Just kind of like WBAI. The problem is I'm looking for swing trades for mid caps or large caps. I don't like swing trading small caps because I feel like they're oftentimes one day hitters. So Express, that's another perfect example. We had a big move to the upside. We were buying the pullback. I didn't hold this one long enough. We were selling right away again, but this was a perfect move to the upside. So that's one of my favorite strategies for swing trading. Yeah, calm down, AL. You got it. LMNL. Let's go ahead, check this out. Liminal Biosciences. It's popping today a little bit, huh? This is one of those classic one-day wonders, I think. In my personal opinion, I could be totally wrong. The thing is, when it comes to stocks, there's so many different things to trade, right? So if a ticker isn't fitting my my trade, you know, thesis, or what do you want to call it, my trade plan, my criteria, I usually don't spend too much time thinking about it because I'd rather keep looking for something that really fits my strategy. And LMNL, I think this one had potential. It's already selling off quite a bit. At least it has a catalyst. No, it doesn't. Hold on, wait a second here. I got a price target 2020. Initiated coverage. It's not bad when a stock gets initiated coverage. I would like to see what the $22 price target is based off of. That's how I would go about LMNL. I mean, this could be the first day of a really nice run. So, could be good. Amen, Jason. TRIT. Whew. Brian, you trying to give us some sort of heart attack? I remember this ticker from last week. It did end up holding after that big sell-off, though. What was the reason for this one going down? I forgot. Let's see here. That was the 17th, roughly. To be honest, I'm not totally sure what a statutory demand for payment is. Okay, it's basically so when someone says, I want my money back, and if you don't give me my money back right away, things are going to get serious. Statutory demand for payment. I'm actually surprised I didn't know that. I feel like that's something we probably read about a bit more often, but there's so many fancy terminologies, and this one looks a little bit more like it's from maybe UK-based gov.uk, so it's maybe not a common term in the US. The amount of ways you can describe debt collecting is mind-blowing. Only Killing Banger says, if I have like 15K, putting 5K for the investment on 5K for the day trading account, 5K for the trading account. Yeah, I think that's a good basis. It might be a great starting point because let's say you're having a bad week with day trading, then your swing trading or investing kind of makes up for it, and overall you might feel a little bit less stressed from any one sector in terms of your portfolio diversification. One thing I would maybe comment on is it's really important to have an account over $25,000 at one point if you want to do it for a living. So, once you can prove based on the last, I would say 3 to 6 months on your statistics, that you're consistently profitable, I would do almost whatever it takes to get 25,000. Well, not whatever it takes, but you know what I'm saying. It's extremely beneficial once you have $25,000. Then you could really day trade your strategy, not day trade, some weird pattern day trader rule that's making you do weird things. But again, I would trade with small size until I could prove I'm consistently profitable. There's no need to rush that process. And then what you could still do is like every month or every week, I put $100 into my investment portfolio. I put, $100 in my crypto portfolio and stuff like that. Then like within, 2 years, before you know it, you're like, wow, where did all this money come from? But you don't really realize it personally every week. It's a little bit more discipline, but it's something that, you look back on and you're really happy you did. I've never been upset that I've done something like that. With the swing trading, I like to really kind of make it as simple as possible. So like if I have an account with $3,000, I might be swing trading with 33% allocation per trade. And then ideally I want to get below 10% account allocation. But I do like to not like have similar position sizes for each trade. Or else, you'll make, 20% on a $1,000 position size, but then you'll lose 3% on a $3,000 position size. And then you're stressing yourself out on stuff like that. So I like to make my swing trading account very kind of consistent across the board. Unless, technically I did advise differently today with MBAC and MCAC because both of these are smaller positions. But both of those to me are a little bit more risky. So I was like, I'm going to use smaller position size. But also all these things, guys, with time, you kind of figure out what works best for you, what makes you happy. So just, keep that in mind. Gotcha, Harley. TRIT has a business call tomorrow. Seems very bullish. Fair enough. So that would be a good thing to look into if you're long TRIT. Sometimes those calls have really good effects. Who doesn't hold Bitcoin at this point? Like, it's almost like risky not to, in a way. I think it's a healthy part of any account allocation. Jason says, whatever it takes. I was offered a free trip to Colombia and get 10K. I like it, thinking outside the box. WBAI, guys, looks pretty interesting right now. Kind of holding the highs really well. A little bit back from the grave, I would probably go ahead and argue. It's 10:32. Not my favorite time to be day trading, but it looks like we have some decent upside potential. Maybe I would trade this one with small size just to get the feet wet here a little bit. 5-minute setup looks pretty promising as well. I don't like the fact that when I look to the left, there's 3 flushes. It's making me a little bit uncomfortable. It'd be probably really easy to give back profits on this one. It's trying. That last pullback is very light volume. Got another 30 seconds left in this candle. Oh yeah, QS. That's definitely a ticker I'd like to look at again. Yeah, calm down. I would not be surprised if it was. Nice move there on WBAI. I would like to wait for QS, but I've said that way too many times and I missed it every time, so. Nice move there on WBAI. Really nice move. Again, I was a little bit too slow on that. My God, I can't believe. Honestly, it's super painful looking at QS. I really wanted this ticker. This is a ticker we own for quite some time as KCAC. We made a good amount of money on this ticker. The problem was it doesn't even load anymore. We sold all of it before the merger, and wow, that was almost the worst idea ever. So yeah. I don't know, volume's fading here a little bit. I would like to see a little bit more pullback, but it just doesn't really seem like it's going to happen. WBAI, guys, very aggressive move so far. Might break $6 any moment. EYEG found a lot of support around 6, having a bit of a bottom bounce there. Oh man, the euro has been going up so strong. My European rent is getting like more expensive every month. I'm like, it's disgusting. UAVS is actually having a pretty nice move. I just feel like with this ticker, you really want to be, it's near huge resistance at 5. There's no catalyst today. I don't know if I would, well, you know, I actually had a pretty surprisingly good move. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's a nice little multi-day run here. This could be a good accumulation for a swing trade. Maybe around 450 or so. Keep an eye on it, definitely. WBAI is selling off a little bit. Could be a good little bit of a move here. 16. Small size, possibly. Oops, wrong account. Silly me. Watching WBAI. Oh man, I think that may have cost me that entry here. I like that kind of potentially healthy pullback there. We're still in a nice upwards trend on this ticker. 5 minute could be a good risk reward setup. Possible entry at 61, small size. There we go, small size entry there at 61, now in the 50s. Yeah, still looking like could hold this area. I'm looking for ideally a little bit of a continuation here. This could be a bit of a slow mover though, making it somewhat tricky to trade, easy to get shaken out on a ticker like this. I really want to see it get back above 6. Small size on this trade. Could easily keep selling off. Like I said, easy to get chopped around on one of these tickers. We have a lot of resistance right around 5.8. I'm going to take profits there at 5.8. This is a little bit of a later trade. Walked away with about 20 cents a share profit. Not too bad on a ticker like this. That's about a 4% trade. That's a solid base hit. What? Why is it so dark in here? Harley says, Alex, come back to the light. You're joining the darkness. That's so funny. Winter, guys, it's winter solstice. There you go. You know what it is. Thanks, Velocity. Appreciate the likes, guys. Really do appreciate that. Don't forget to join, guys. If you're new here, join the community. It's a savage group of people. We're all here to become better traders. Talking to the chancellor at the opera. Some deemed to be unnatural. WBAI, I really like how this thing's just continuing here. I really, really do like this ticker right now. I felt like holding it past 8 was like really not playing towards any risk reward that's healthy, but so far it's a good little momentum here. I wonder if this thing's going to pull back. Buying Playboy SPAC, exactly. Getting back to that kind of key $8 zone or 80. $70s shipping a bit. I wonder if this is going to crack 80. I wouldn't really put my money on it, but if it did, it could be a good little accumulation spot. I'm watching the 80s spot really closely. Let me go and... Oh, it's kind of back above 6 now. Oh, there it goes. Yep. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Oh, just like that. Yeah, velocity, that's another way to trade. I'm not a big fan of it because my trades are very short term usually, but yeah, I mean that's a good way to trade for sure, and it's a tactic that I probably should be using much more often. Tread right here, you can see chart 0, chart 2, chart 3. Just press those and you can throw some new charts up here. I wonder if WBAI is gonna hold this area. It really feels like this ticker wants to go, but also this ticker does flush a lot, so I'd be a little bit careful buying near highs on this ticker. We know that 5.8 is pretty big support, so any trade off of 5.8 could be pretty good. $5.99. Nice breakout there. Let's see if we can get some continuation. Sweet. See if we can buy here in the 6s. Long at 633. That was a big breakout. Small size. Not sure if we're going to get another fill. That was a big move just now. Taking some profits off the table. Maybe we're going to buy again. We bought initially at 33. This is holding its highs pretty well. Dipping into the red on the... That barely dipped, huh? Long there at 31. Looking for a second fill. Wonder if we're going to get a break over 6.5. I'm going to take profits there. Small trades, guys, very small trades. A lot of very tiny moves. I'm not like the craziest about the market we're in right now, that's all. We're trading WBAI. Healthy pullback there. I wouldn't be surprised if it even did one more. Possible entry at 6. Possible break of 6. Removing my entry. Possible break of 6. Nope, not doing it. Good little recovery. I'm not sold just yet. Small sizes on this ticker so far. We could review some of the swings in a little bit. Let me just see if WBAI has some more opportunity here. I think we missed that entry off of 6. That could have been the way to trade this one. Could be entering the backside though. This ticker is inching along. $10.50. WBAI. Those 2 minutes are crushing my soul. They're so slow. This looks like a little bit like the backside right here. This might break 6. That's why I'm not trading this right now. If it doesn't, well, I was wrong, but too much risk here in this setup for me. Dang, that went fast. I had no time to react on that. That was so quick. Went down to 71. That was really fast. Yeah, Jonathan, that was a predictable little flush. I should have been more aggressive there. Congrats to anyone that nailed that move. That was such an obvious move. I don't know why I didn't put a limit order in there earlier. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? Could be on the backside right now. Do kind of want to keep that in mind. SNDL being called out. Yeah, nice little play. This is a bit of a rocket here to the upside, huh? 8% move. Nice. Good call out for sure. FEBO doing a little, look at edit, literally ticker called edit. Nice, Mason. Can't believe I didn't get it. It sounds good, Mason. But again, I don't really sell any courses. I have some courses listed on Skillshare that you guys can get access to for free with like a 2-week or 2-month free trial. It really depends what offer they're having. So again, I don't really sell any courses per se. Skillshare is like the Netflix for courses, so I do list them there. But hope you enjoy, Mason. Don't forget to leave a review if you do enjoy it. Let me know if you. Oh yeah, Udemy. You know what? I actually totally forgot about Udemy. I might close that all out. I think I made like $20 on Udemy, maybe 30. Total waste of time for me personally. So Udemy will probably disappear at one point. Oh, Mason. Well, okay. You're probably you're my biggest client. That's actually I think the one you got is my old profitable crypto trade. Or no, hold on. Let me think about that for a second. Just write me on Udemy or Skillshare, whichever one you ended up going for, if you have any questions. And if you're totally new, don't forget to join the Discord, because that's where we all help each other and I can answer any of your questions. Also, guys, if you have any questions, you are always more than free to email me at alex@tradejournal.co. No, but yeah, a little bit, huh? To get multiple charts on TD Ameritrade, all you have to do is click these little chart icons here on the right side. We can remove all our charts. That's probably a bad idea. Let's put them all back. And that's it. It's pretty much that simple. George, that might be a new policy, which totally makes sense because TD Ameritrade was getting abused from people just using the charts. So I totally believe that. I don't know much about it myself, though. WBAI might be a quick little entry here. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up trading for the day. Just remove my limit order on WBAI. That could have been a good last little trade, but I felt like I started just kind of doing weird things at one point. I wasn't really focused anymore. I'd rather kind of talk to you guys the last few minutes here before I wrap up. Right now, we are wrapping up the day, $430 profit. Not a bad day, you know. It's a good day. Could be better. We didn't hit the 10% mark of our average position size, so that's why I'm saying, you know, it's not a great day, but it's a good, solid day. Let's quickly go to the stats here for December. No, wait, yeah, it's December. Stats. Blah, blah, blah. So far for this month, we are at $4,600 profit. After today, we're going to be over $5,000 profit. So again, not a bad day. My problem is this month is... you know, total winners is okay, over almost 70%. That's pretty good. But my average win, my average loss, you can really see here, I've been getting a little bit, not necessarily scalpy, because I'm not like scalp trading per se. What I'm doing though is I'm not letting my winners run. So I'm looking for those moves that have 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk reward. The problem is I'll be up that 1 to 1 risk reward and then I close out. I'm like, you know what, I'm taking my profits because I'm trading breakouts more aggressively in December because it's been a hot month for breakouts. I'm not a breakout trader at heart, so it's not a strategy I really like. But you know, you can see we can still be profitable with it. So you know, now with $430 here today, yeah, we'll be at $5,043 profit. So that's pretty good. Well, that will be updated tomorrow morning. Good month so far. This month doesn't include any swing trades, so the swing trading here has been very chill. We've just been accumulating swing trading positions. And if you guys want to learn more about what we do here, just go to tradejournal.co/connect. Scroll down. Here's the foundation video series just to get you guys caught up to speed with everything we do here. We got the checklist here. We got our 2 free sponsors, or 2 big sponsors. Webull, they're giving away 4 free stocks right now, I believe. They're absolutely crazy. I'm always talking to their support. I'm like, you guys are crazy. Some cool people over there at Webull. They got good support. I call them quite often. We got Yoda Savings Bank. Lottery-based savings account. You guys could check out the video I made on Yoda Savings. It's a ridiculously good rate of return, interest rate on Yoda Savings. It does go down with time a little bit, but right now it's around over 3%. That's insane for a savings account. There is going to be, I think, a change coming soon that anything over $25,000 or something, there's going to be a little bit of a you get less lottery tickets for that, so keep that in mind. Community and more, we got the Discord group right here. This page is that first link in the video description below, guys. Little update there. Yeah, and we have some more courses. If you guys want to learn more about charts and crypto trading, I highly recommend checking out this course. It's a lot. It took me 2 months to make. It'll probably take you 2 or 3 days to go through, like on ×2 speed and watching the whole day. It's a long course, but this one you'll know quite a bit afterwards. I think this will be really get you caught up to speed. The day trading course here, this is like you'll be done in an hour or two. It's very, very thin and lightweight. So let's go here and talk a little bit about Mike's question. What swing trades am I getting into here? Well, dude, I'm getting into all sorts of dirty stuff. We are long LAZR. Actually, you know what we'll do here? We're actually up $550 on this account, our swing trading Roth IRA account, which is pretty sweet. Let's open this up. ADT, I mean, what do you want me to say? I think, are we up on this one? No, we're back red on this one. I should have probably closed it when we were here above $9, but I was like, you know what? This one finally has volume. I'm going to hold on to it. My goal is to sell above 10. Really waiting for any sort of volume spike on this one. I don't think it would take a lot. Any sort of article could make this one pop again. Hillian, this is the ticker that somehow I always find myself red on. Right now I'm up $34 on this ticker. So it's not the worst, but it's no matter how low I buy Hillian, it just keeps going lower, which is sketchy. There's dilution in this ticker, guys. Watch out. This is probably my least favorite swing at the moment. LAZR, I love this company. You guys know about it. I talk about it way too much. Autonomous driving based on the LiDAR system. They're like the hot and trendy one with a 25-year-old billionaire behind it, which is just mind-blowing. Very similar in essence to the company VLDR, but VLDR is kind of like the enterprise longer-term company behind it, and I think both of these are great to own, although they are the same. They're basically competitors. We got SSPK, a cannabis SPAC that does IT work in the cannabis space for grow houses and whatnot. I do like this one. We picked up some SSPK near these $12 somewhere, $12.26. Not really performing that well at the moment, but it's a SPAC. I'm planning to hold this one for several weeks or even months if it needs to be. The 2 companies we bought today with MCAC. This is the company that is acquiring Playboy, and they'll take Playboy public. So yeah, this is I used smaller size, let's just say. We reviewed it earlier quite a bit, so I'm not going to talk about it much more. NBAC also using smaller size on this company. It's actually a Chinese SPAC. Hold defenses, I know, but it's going long for kind of 2 EVs at the moment. One of which is the official one. What's it called? NUVVE. And the reason I say 2 is this company is actually doing a joint development with IoTeca. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And they're going to, I feel like, have the potential to really revolutionize school systems by making them basically power hubs to put power back in the grid. Think about it like this: EV buses, school buses. Right now, all the school buses are always just sitting around your school. Waste of space, waste of energy, waste of everything. Now they're going to be EV charging stations, and when they have solar panels and whatnot, they can be pumping energy back into the grid when they're not charging the buses. This could be mini power stations all around every U.S. city. I think it's an easy story to get behind. I don't know if it's going to really come to fruition. But if you were like I don't know, CNBC Kramer, you could pump the heck out of something like MBAC. So I do like this company. Again, we're long here at 1585. We bought these pretty much. I think it was pre-market. I was buying MBAC right around here. Yeah, on that dip of 16, I was buying this one. The thing about this ticker is, again, I'm really light position size. I'm only in this one at $1,500, pretty much close to $1,600. So it's a really small position size. So if I did normal allocation, I would already be up $300 on this one. But you know, I'm looking to hold all these for quite some time. So yeah, we could always average down or buy up. Does size matter for Playboy? Greg's wondering. Well, that's a tough question. I wouldn't mind having a little bit bigger position size if that's what you're saying. But right now, small size is okay to get started. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. Bren's pumping TRIT again. You know, this one's actually did a pretty good recovery. Watch out with the volume. It's very light. So that's a bit of a red flag in my eyes. Anything above 10 is going to see huge resistance. We might run all the way to 10.70 or so, maybe even $11, but there's a big floor right here with very light volume. I don't really see TRIT breaking that. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, things are getting real dicey, and my lights keep getting darker and darker. Before you know it, guys, we're going to be trading in pitch blackness. It really gets me in the mood for that winter solstice. UAVS, I mean, we've talked about this one like 4 times today. I don't know why you guys constantly want me to check it out. Very light volume here on this ticker. I mean, it was day trading really nicely. Is it going to break 5? I don't know. It's really trying. UAVS is a ticker we've traded so many times in the past. You know, former spiker, a lot of traders know about this company. Right now, it's clearly on the way to the upside. So looks pretty solid. Today wasn't really a day I was getting really hot with day trading. Although surprisingly, we did okay today. We did all right. I think the reason we did okay today is because we were very patient today. I didn't trade till pretty late. It was pretty much getting close to like 10:40 when I started trading after the market opened. We did some pre-market trading, and after that, it was like very chill because the opportunities weren't really that hot. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much to say there. UAVS is really picking up speed here. It's on its 4th big green day here. Really nice, impressive ticker, I gotta say. It's doing all right. I'm not totally sure why it's running up so much. Here, 7 stocks that could what? Tell me. Benefit from China's urban air mobility investment. It's a really weird catalyst. Free My Grandma just donated $149 to the channel. Big appreciation for that. I love that Uncle Scrooge jumping around there. So thanks for also making him splash around. I like the little diamond there. That's good fun. Appreciate the support to the channel. Wow, look at that conference center. That's nice. We manufacture and assemble commercial drone technologies. Well, clearly a nice channel breakout here. Light volume relatively. A little confused. WBAI is popping up here, guys. I gotta roll out. I'm just gonna pull up GIK. This is a company we've actually looked at in the past a few times. Really nice bottom bounce there, huh? It's basically a SPAC, but I don't know why they're not calling it a SPAC. If there was a time to buy this ticker, I would probably say it was yesterday, or Friday, or right in the morning. I think if you like this company, I would try to get long anything under VWAP. If you could, that'd probably be pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, this picture, which most likely is the most stocked image I've ever seen in my life, would be better just to remove from their website. But yeah. Average amount I put into every trade. Well, when we were talking about the stats, you can see here my average position size right now is $4.9 thousand. So today we're up maybe around 8.5, 9% on the day based on our average position size. So not a bad day here. Not a bad day at all. But not over the 10% mark. So. Yeah, Steven, nice. That's I think it's good. I think when they start announcing their merger and whatnot, I think this one could be a good pitch. I just also like the fact that you're buying near relative lows, and SPAC prices or anything in the tens is beautiful. I've noticed. So good luck on that, man. It could be really good. Reverse merger is another way to say SPAC or blank check company and all that fun stuff. Look at that move. Nice little breakout there. Great pullback as well. 30% pop. Really nice. All right, guys. That pretty much wraps it up for today. Hopefully you guys were able to walk away green. Hopefully you guys learned something new. Don't forget to drop a like if you haven't done so already. If you're totally new, we'd love to see you again. Don't forget to subscribe. I just looked at my microphone thinking it was my camera. That's how you know it's time for me to wrap up. There's always a time of the day you notice you're getting a little bit weird, and that's when you say, I'm done. That's how I feel right now. Rohan says, my accuracy is 69. You know how it is. I don't even think about it. It just happens. It's default mode. All right, guys, peace out. Time for some chili vanilli. You know what I did? You guys are going to think I'm such a nerd, but I bought, last night, I bought, what's it called? I bought Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I've got about 10 minutes of playtime because my girlfriend wanted to watch a movie, so I had to stop playing. But today, my goal is to get at least 20 minutes of playtime in. We'll see what happens. She's gonna finish work soon, and I better get going. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna timestamp the video, guys. The live stream always gets timestamped, so check out the live stream to if you're ever watching in playback. We have all the main moments, midday recap, and all that stuff. A recap. Oh, you know what? Today we didn't do a midday recap. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I forgot. It is what it is. God dang it. Oh well. Midday recap. Here it is. We made $430. There's your recap for you. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'll see you next time. Like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Peace. Thanks for the $2, Mike.